Welcome back to Sports Jam. Tim Leighton is with the Minnesota State High School League. He is their communications coordinator, and he joins us now on the show. And Tim, this is a big anniversary for the Minnesota State High School League. 100 years is being celebrated, and it'll culminate in just a couple of months at the state tournament.
It really is an exciting time for the Minnesota State High School League. We've been spending quite a bit of time looking at our heritage, looking at this journey that the High School League has taken in the past 100 years, and it really has been a fascinating journey that we're sharing not only with our member schools but with all fans of high school sports.
I should say the state girls basketball tournament will be the culmination. It's the last tournament of the winter season. And how much fun has this been for you, a former newspaper writer, to come back and research some of this and some of the fun facts over the last 100 years of the league?
It's really been a treat for me, and it's been even more fun to be able to share it with others via the website and TV and radio and some of the other mediums that we've been sharing our information with. But it's been really a wonderful adventure, so to speak, to find out where the roots of the Minnesota State High School League started, some of the trials and tribulations, the different things that the member schools had to go through. I'm really thankful for our forefathers, the early leaders and directors on the Board of Control in the Minnesota State High School League. They were meticulous at their record keeping, and each year they would produce a yearbook, and in that yearbook it had all sorts of information about the news of the day, things that were going on in the world at that time. It also included meeting minutes, so that's been a very valuable resource. Newspaper clippings and other historical books that folks have penned. I've been using those as well, just to get a feel, get a flavor of what things were like back in the day.
I know there are, I'm sure, hundreds of things that you've learned that you maybe didn't know before, but could you pick out a couple that have maybe really surprised you, the things you didn't know before?
Well, I didn't realize that in the early days of girls basketball, they actually wore dresses during the game, so that was interesting to me. The Minnesota State High School League, while the first tournament in boys hockey was in 1945, it wasn't until 1946 that the Minnesota State High School League said, yeah, we're in. We'd love to sponsor this, because they saw the wild support from it. But it's amazing, the little nuggets that you find and things that make you smile.
Now you've put some of these things together in a new book too, right? That the league's publishing?
Yeah, Joel Ripple, he put that book together for us, and it's just a wonderful picture-filled, a lot of information in there about the journey again of the Minnesota State High School League. And I come back to that word journey, because it has been that. It hasn't been all smooth. There have been some times when the Minnesota State High School League hit some rough patches, but for the most part, it's a wonderful look at where we've been in our 100 years.
One other thing, I'm holding this medallion that's going to be given out to all the state tournament participants this year, right?
That is correct, and we wanted to make this state tournament time, the time when we celebrate our 100th anniversary. We want to make it extra special for the participants, the coaches, the student managers. So we came up with that commemorative coin that we're giving to all the participants as they qualify for the state tournament. Now, that's not the medal they receive for earning a championship or a third place. That's just a little something extra to remember this very special year.
And Tim, is this book available to the general public for
sale? It is indeed. You can get that by contacting us at the Minnesota State High School League or online at www.mshsl.org.
Tim, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Fascinating stuff. Tim Leighton can be read at the High School League website at mshsl.org under Countdown to 100 tab.